Imagine a team that just traded away their star player, but still finds a way to rebuild around a rising star. Could this be the Dallas Mavericks blueprint for the 2025-26 NBA season? The Mavericks shocked the league by parting ways with Luka Doncic. Yet they've landed a golden ticket in Cooper Flagg, a rookie with the potential to redefine their identity. Now, the question isn't just whether they can compete, but how they'll do it. And here's where it gets controversial. Whispers are growing about the New York Knicks shipping off Mikal Bridges to Dallas in a blockbuster move. But would this trade actually work, or is it just a fever dream of analysts and fans? Let's dive into the numbers, the drama, and the debate. The idea first surfaced in a recent piece by Marissa Myers, who argued that the Knicks might finally pull the trigger on trading Bridges. She highlighted his dual threat as a scorer and defender, suggesting he'd be a perfect fit for Dallas. Bridges could slot right into their rotation, giving them the guard depth they need while Kyrie Irving recovers, Myers wrote. But hold on, there's a catch. Bridges is under contract for the next 6 months, meaning any trade would have to wait until late 2026. That timeline alone raises eyebrows. Is this a realistic scenario, or just a fun hypothetical? If we follow the hypothetical thread, the Mavericks would likely have to give up Klay Thompson. At 35 and coming off a down season, Thompson's trade value is minimal. Could the Knicks stomach a deal involving their aging star for a player like Bridges? It's a tough sell. The Mavericks, meanwhile, would gain a versatile wing to pair with Flagg and Anthony Davis. Picture this. D'Angelo Russell at the point, Bridges on the perimeter, Flagg as the scoring engine, Davis anchoring the paint, and Derek Lively providing energy off the bench. Suddenly, Dallas has a roster that feels like a championship contender. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. The reality check? The Knicks have no reason to rush this trade. Bridges is a cornerstone for them, and unless Dallas offers a haul of assets, like young players or future picks, New York might not budge. Plus, with the Mavericks' current plus 4,000 odds to win the NBA Finals, per FanDuel, adding Bridges could theoretically catapult them into title contention. But is that enough to justify the risk of breaking up their core? Looking at Bridges' stats, the case for the trade strengthens. In 2022-23, he averaged 20.1 PPG, 4.4 rebounds, and 1.1 steal, proving he can carry a team offensively while locking down opponents. Though his scoring dipped slightly last season, his consistency and defensive IQ remain elite. For Dallas, pairing his two-way game with Flagg's raw talent could create a deadly 1-2 punch. But here's the elephant in the room. Would the Mavericks be willing to part with Thompson? This trade prediction sparks a fiery debate. On one hand, it's a bold move that could redefine both teams' futures. On the other, it feels like a gamble with too many variables. Where do you stand? Is this a win-win for the Knicks and Mavericks? Or are we missing something crucial? Share your take in the comments. We want to hear your thoughts on whether this trade is genius or madness.